Today I'm going to show you a wicked mac and cheese recipe that we can cook while the rest of our meat is resting. Hi, welcome along to Barbecue Life, home of the Kamado Bono. As I said, this is a perfect recipe to be cooking once we've taken our main attraction off of the grill and we've got it resting. Then we can get this on and everything's going to come together all at the same time. So my Kamado is already lit. I'm cooking this directly after I cooked my beef cheeks, which I did a couple of videos ago. So everything's all lit in there. It's currently sitting at 120 degrees C, so we're just going to crank the vents open, number 3 on the top and a couple of fingers in the bottom, get them temperatures up to around the 200, and that is going to be our nice baking temperature and frying temperature for this mac and cheese. So we're going to go in with a cast iron pan, get that on, let it start to come up to temperature, and then we're going to go in with 100 grams of butter and half an onion and 3 bay leaves. We're just going to get them moving around, get that butter melting, get them onions starting to go translucent. As soon as they have gone translucent, this is when we can add our garlic. So we're going in with 4 cloves of garlic. It does sound like quite a lot of garlic, but with the amount of other fats and cheeses and things that's going into here, it does balance things out rather nicely. So once you can get that smell of the garlic coming through, it only takes 30 to 40 seconds. That is when we need to break the fry. So we're going to go in with our flour, 1.5 tablespoons of flour, and get that whisking through, and this is going to give us our roux. So it's just going to go like a big sticky ball of flour, but we want to keep that moving and we cook the rawness out of the flour. So we're just keeping it moving, keeping it moving, keeping it moving. Make sure you do wear gloves for this, because I didn't wear gloves in some of these shots, and then you'll see the shot cut and I've got gloves on. The heat coming out the barbecue was just unbelievable. So make sure you've got gloves on, and you've got one that you can hold your handle on your skillet, and you've got one that you can whisk with. So after a couple of minutes of just keeping that roux moving, we can start to go in with our moisture. So we're going in with a nice couple of glugs of Worcester sauce, and then start adding our milk slowly. So we've got 500 millilitres of milk that we're just going to keep drip feeding in, whisking away, and as soon as it thickens back up again, then we add a bit more and we add a bit more. By the time you've added your 500, you're going to have a nice thick white sauce, and it doesn't take very long at all. You just sort of every minute or so we're just adding another little dash and another whisk. So we've got to our sauce stage.
Is your dad king of the barbecue? Do you want to help keep him healthy? Then you need new umami oomph powder from Barbecue Life, the new savoury no salt barbecue rub that's perfect for this Father's Day. Your food with added oomph.
So what we need to do now is add our cheese. So I'm going in with 100 grams of like a really strong cheddar and 100 grams of cheap supermarket Parmesan. So this is just generally referred to as hard cheese in the supermarkets. So we want to get that in and get that whisked through. Now we want to go in with cooked macaroni. So I've had this cooking indoors, so I tend to go about 70 grams per person. I find that that's about right, and that is the nice ratios for this. So we were cooking for 3 people for this. It gave us a really nice big dish, but I did actually get 4 servings out of it. I was able to take some to work the next day, which was really nice. So we go in with that cooked macaroni. You need to be getting that on sort of the time that you're making your roux to begin with. Don't do what I did though. I put it on, didn't keep an eye on it because I was out here, didn't ask the missus to keep an eye on it, and I let mine boil dry. So I did even lose a little bit of the macaroni from the bottom, which was a bit of a pain. But we're going to get that cooked macaroni in, get that whisked through, get our lid shut, and let that bake for 25 minutes. And it's as simple as that. It's a really simple mac and cheese. Yeah, we can be adding loads and loads of different things, but I find that if we have a really over extravagant mac and cheese, then that should be the main focus of the meal, along with some other bits. This, our main focus is our meats. So I served this with my beef cheeks and with the pulled pork that we cooked on a Ninja a few weeks ago, and everything just balanced each other out. We had a beautiful mac and cheese that wasn't too overpowering. We had some barbecue beans that were nice and vinegary and a bit of heat in there, and then our 2 different lots of meat as well. So Yeah, it's as simple as that. Keep this simple unless you want to make it your main attraction, and we are going to do a main attraction mac and cheese in the future. We've got things like breadcrumb and bacon and bits in there. It's really going to be a wonderful mac and cheese, but this is beautifully simple and just a wonderful side. If you do like what we're doing here at Barbecue Life, then please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like the video, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and thank you very much for watching. Cheers.